Hi, welcome back to the Crypto Dave YouTube channel. So it's the 1st of January today and I'm doing my monthly cryptocurrency profits video. So this is for December 2017, and I suppose the first thing to say is, what a crazy month it's been in the world of kind of crypto. We've seen some incredible gains across the board, really. We've seen then kind of drops. We've seen a little bit of everything. If we look just here at this kind of graph, so this is my investment portfolio, the graph here, you can see the volatility, and if we jump over to the mining portfolio, you can see that even more markedly in this. But let's start by talking about the investment portfolio. So for the first time in probably about 3 months, I actually bought some more Bitcoin this month. So I haven't bought anything in my investment portfolio for, I think it was 3 months. We've got some NavCoin here on the 16th of October, but that was actually something I exchanged. I think I sold my Stratus and exchanged it for NavCoin. But the last coin until this month I bought was back in 20th of September, and the portfolio's kind of sat there, not really kind of doing a lot. It's kind of trickled up over the last kind of couple of months, but we've seen a really big increase this month, and these figures are fluctuating all the time. I will put all these figures that I'm talking through in the description below, but when I grabbed the figures earlier, the acquisition cost of my investment portfolio is £6,769, and earlier my holdings were £19,430, so that's a profit of £12,661, and that's up £11,000 on last month, which is a huge increase, an absolutely huge increase, and that's been not just driven by Bitcoin, but really across the board. And something which I actually only discovered, it's a bit embarrassing this, I only discovered that this morning. So these are all my individual holdings, but if you actually click on Crypto Compare, this collapse figure, it then merges all of your open positions within any particular coin to make it a lot easier to keep a track of. But as we can see here, so I started this investment portfolio back in May, and since then we've seen massive increase. I mean, Bitcoin, which as I said, I bought £1,000 on the 24th of December. That's down about 10%, that amount. But the worst coin that I've had is Bitcoin. That's up over 110%. The best here being PivX, which is up over 460%. And we've seen similar gains across the board. So Ethereum up over 200%. Litecoin up over 300%, NavCoin 250%. Even my little tiny bit of Dogecoin is now at a profit. That's over 100% up. But yeah, it's been a fantastic month across the board, really. I think realistically, no matter what kind of cryptocurrencies you'd have invested in, anything you'd invested in a few months ago, you'd have seen some really, really big results. But that's it for my investment portfolio. I think what's more interesting is to jump over to the mining portfolio, and I'll talk you through what's happened here. So as you can see, it's been an incredible month. We were back down at around the sort of $67,000 mark right at the beginning of the month. We hit a high in December of $133,000, so that's basically more than doubled in price, and we've seen a pullback since then. There's been a lot of volatility since that real high, but we're sat even, a lot of people may have bought these kind of highs. They've seen kind of these big drops. It might have been the first time, if you relatively new to cryptocurrencies, that you've seen some of these really big drops, but we seem to be sort of settling out from that really big high now. We've seen a little bit of a pullback, and we've seen some real volatility even over the last couple of weeks. But a lot of people have been kind of whinging, so the sky's falling. But if you look at this, I'm up almost 60% on this time a month ago, and I think it's very easy to look at the you'll get hooked into looking at the kind of daily charts and the couple of days, and if you looked over the last week and a half, you'd be like, oh, everything's down massively. But the reality is, it was only a month ago when this portfolio here was down under 70,000, and it's up over 100,000 now. So the figures, when I grabbed them earlier, the acquisition cost, so this is all coins that I've mined, so there's no easy way of really assigning electricity costs and stuff like that, so I always put the acquisition cost at 0. And the holdings, when I grabbed the figures earlier, was $105,740, and that was up $41,000 from last month. Now, which is about an hour later, it's actually up $39,000. But the market is so volatile; it's up and down at the moment, thousands every few minutes. But Let's take a look through the portfolio. So those of you who have followed these videos before will know that most of this stuff is stuff I've mined. Some of it I've then exchanged. So for example, Pillar and Basic Attention Token, I've actually exchanged some of my Ethereum for in the past. But if we get down towards the bottom, this is some of the stuff I've been mining more recently as well. So let's jump over and I'll talk you through what I've mined this month and how much money I've made purely from the mining as opposed to the capital appreciation. So the Burstcoin, so my Burstcoin mining is still producing a steady amount of coins. I've produced just over 4,000 coins this month, which was $197. Digibyte's been fantastic this month. So I lost about a week's worth of mining on my Antminer R4 at the beginning of the month when Nicehash went down. So I was I'd switched over to Nicehash and I was kind of mining directly there, and about a week, just about a week into the kind of month, they were hacked. The site went down, so I lost about a week's worth of mining. But since then, I've mined 18,732 Digibyte, which is $1,294. Now, the last few days, the price increase in Digibyte has been crazy this last month, and loads of people seem to have moved over to mining it. And whereas when I did my update video probably about 3 weeks ago on the Antminer R4, I was getting probably about 1,000 coins a day. I'm down to about 200 coins a day now, because of the basically the influx of miners into Digibyte. But obviously all those coins that I mined at the beginning of the month, as well as in previous months, have been really profitable now. So Digibyte was fantastic. I made just under $1,300 mining Digibyte this month. My Dash and Masternode shares, so I actually cashed in my Masternode share a couple of days ago, but I got three payouts from that. That made me $113. I've been mining Groestlcoin, so I mined 116 Groestlcoin, which was $180. My Nav, I'm not mining, but I am staking that, so my NavPi has been staking all month, and I have staked just under 27 Nav, which was $87. And then yesterday, or the day before I think it was, I just started mining Zencash on one machine with a couple of graphics cards that came out of my desktop here. I've replaced the graphics card in my desktop, so I'm mining now Zencash with a couple of 1070s, and literally it's just been a day and a half of mining, and I've mined like a quarter of a Zencash, which is about $15. So the total amount for mining this month was $1,901 and 80 cents. So it's been a phenomenal month. It's really, that's been driven by Digibyte, and also the increase I think in kind of Burst and some of the other bits and pieces, but really Digibyte's been fantastic. And the large numbers of coins I was mining early in the month, as soon as Digibyte sort of went up from under a cent to I think it's about, what is it today, 6.5 cents here. So we've seen a massive increase in the last month on Digibyte, and that's really kind of helped the profits. But yeah, so overall $1,900 profit. That's before electricity costs. Let's be generous and knock $150 or say $200 in electricity costs, so probably $1,700 profit. But yeah, the mining portfolio has exploded this month. Now that's been not so much the coins that I've actually mined over the last month, but just the increase in money, really in coins across the board. So we've seen from Bitcoin through basically everything here has been up massively over the last month. So yeah, it's been a fantastic month. I'm getting sort of back into the mining a bit more, so I've got a couple of new GPU rigs that I'm building out at the moment, which is quite exciting. It's quite interesting getting back into the mining a little bit more hardcore at the moment, so that's really good. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the way things are going at the moment. It's been a great year for cryptos, really. If we jump back and have a look at this year chart on my mining portfolio, so I only started putting this in May, but back then at the beginning my mining portfolio was worth about $9,000, and now it's over 100,000. So we've seen over a 10-time increase in whatever that is, about 7 months, something like that. So it's been a really crazy ride this year. It's great to be involved in crypto. I'm really kind of enjoying what I'm doing. I've got lots more content that I'm going to try and get out over the next few weeks, but I think probably in the next day or two I'm going to do a sort of goals video of what I'm aiming to kind of do with all my kind of mining and cryptocurrency stuff over the for this year. So I'd like to set out some goals of what I want to kind of achieve. But yeah, that's my roundup of December 2017, and you know, a slightly more generic kind of roundup of the whole year. So we've seen some fantastic kind of increases. It's been a really kind of crazy year. If you're only just getting into kind of cryptocurrencies, put your seatbelt on, because I think 2018 could be just as volatile as 2017. I think we're just starting to see the real sort of like mainstream adoption. There's there's newspaper articles here in the UK. There's adverts on the tube. It's really just starting to kind of go from nerds in their bedrooms like my good self, and it's really starting to kind of move over. I've got kind of people that are not interested really in tech or anything like that asking me about kind of Bitcoin, saying, oh, there's some guys in the office who are putting money into this, putting money into that, what do I think about this and that. So I think we're just starting to see the start of that kind of mainstream adoption. I think 2018 is going to be an interesting year. I think we're going to see a lot more regulation, or the start of sort of different kind of countries working out how they want to kind of approach cryptocurrencies and how they want to kind of deal with them in the long term. So I think it's going to be quite a turbulent year, but I think we're going to see some really, really good gains as well. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you had a fantastic new year. You're not too hungover and stuff like that. But give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Consider subscribing to the channel. I've got lots more stuff coming in 2018, and hopefully I shall see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.